Okay, I need both of my hands for my notes, so everybody can hear me, right? Okay. Hi, I'm Jessica. Today I'm going to talk about leveraging bad design practices to create good user experiences. Who here remembers these? Yeah? For those of you who don't, these are called pop-up ads. The worst thing about these ads was not necessarily the terrible designs and the repugnant messaging, but that they always tended to pop up right where you were about to click on the website that you actually wanted to interact with. A modern analog to this experience is clicking on a button only to have it move or be replaced by an ad when the website scripts finally load. Why is this a practice we don't really see anymore? It created a really bad user experience. So browsers started blocking them by default. Bad user experiences have a multitude of side effects, but today I want to focus on one in particular: losing the user's trust. In the case of pop-ups, the user's trust was eroded by association. Only scam websites would allow or serve pop-up ads. Even if the new window was not an ad, it was still a source of annoyance and inconvenience. So everyone agreed that pop-ups were generally bad practice, at least until recently with the rise of third-party authorization. Anyone who has authorized apps this way, have you noticed how this doesn't feel like the pop-ups from before? It even asks for your permission here, request for permission. Seems a little bit different, right? Instead of an interruption from an unwelcome entity, it is framed as an invited party asking for your permission. While all other aspects of pop-up ads and pop-up auths are more or less the same, the latter is more trustworthy than the former. Why? Consistency of narrative. While interacting with technology, any technology, we expect to be in control of it. This narrative can be seen in facets of mainstream American culture, where failure to master simple technology is funny, failure to master complex technology is scary, and failure to treat technology as subservient is sad. With pop-up ads, we were quite obviously never in control of when they appeared, where they appeared, or how they behaved. With pop-up auth, we are being graciously asked for our permission to allow this innocent website to use some of our information. Let's take a look at another trust-eroding trend of the early internet: autoplaying sound. In the early days, this usually manifested in the form of some expressive music being played loudly on an overly styled web page. Recontextualized into a user-serving tool instead of an author-serving tool, there are ways that we can repurpose this bad practice into a useful user experience. For example, since more children are getting their entertainment and education online, autoplaying alerts could be used to notify parents before a child authorizes a purchase. How about something that isn't a widely disliked aspect of the internet? Styled waypoints. Waypoints are generally recognized parts of a website that are distinct from other parts using styling and layout. The most well-known example of this is the Google website, where the landing page looks different from the search results page, which looks different from the shopping results page, which looks different from the image results page. Using waypoints can be bad practice in terms of branding and maintaining trust if done poorly, especially if your styling changes enough to seem like your users are on a completely different website. However, it can help users who are overwhelmed or forgetful. For example, a banking website can have separate style sheets for their product pages and their user dashboards to help users recognize when they have accessed their accounts and when they haven't. What I'm ultimately getting at here is not to completely disregard the best practices of the industry, but to evaluate the bad practices for what makes them bad, so that we might use the technologies we have at hand to empower users through a better experience. Thank you very much.